Hello, how are you doing? My name is Masahiro Mukai, the Technical Director of Zen Nihon Toyama Ryu Iaido Renmei. The Spanish branch of ZNTIR has made a DVD as a teaching material for Toyama Ryu Iaido. The Toyama Ryu kata showing here is originated with the 7 Gunto Soho katas, developed at Toyama Army Academy of the Imperial Japanese Army. Based on its battleground experience incorporating several schools of traditional Kobudo swordsmanship. For Toyama Ryu Iaido under ZNTIR essentially requires the skill of a cutting as Tameshigiri beside of kata. The reasons are that te no uchi and ha suhi would not be acquired without cutting. We encourage people to practice Tameshigiri in order to master te no uchi and ha suhi. The DVD shows you kata of Toyama Ryu and the basic of Tameshigiri. It is important to learn the basic first. Please enjoy DVD and practice Toyama Ryu basic. Let's start Toyama Ryu Iaido warming up exercises. Obviously, the warming up exercises wake your muscles up and joints and help you to use your body smoothly during any Iai practice. The rhythm would be 8 beats as
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, let's start. First, swing the arms in front of your body.
はい、それでは始めます。はい、1、2、3、4、5、6、1、8、2、2、3、4、5、6、1、8。次は
Bend the knees during the swing of the arms.
8、2、2、3、4、5、6、1、8。続きまして、
Stretch your side
体側
body.
の運動です。体側を伸ばします。はい、1、2、3、4、5、6、1、8、2、2、3、4、5、6、1、8。はい、次は
Bend your body front and back and straighten abdominal muscle and back muscles.
はい、1、2、3、4、5、6、1、8、2、2、3、4、5、6、1、8。はい。はい、次は腰の回転です。
Rotate your hips.
1、2、3、4、5、6、1、8、2、2、3、4、5、6、1、8。はい。はい、次は
Twist
腰
your
を
hips.
ひねります。1、2、3、4、5、6、1、8、2、2、5、6、1、8。はい。はい、次はジャンプです。それでは、いきます。はい。1、2、3、4、5、6、1、8、2、2、3、4、5、6、1、8。はい、
Bend and stretch your
膝の
knees.
屈伸です。はい。1、2、3、4、5、6、1、8、2、2、3、4、5、6、1、 18。はい、次は
Bend and stretch your hip.
屈伸です。1、2、3、4、5、6、1、8、2、2、3、4、5、6、1、8。はい、次は大きく
Further,
足を開いて
bend
屈伸を行いま
and
す。
stretch your hip joint.
1、2、3、4、5、6、1、8、2、2、3、4、5、6、1、8。はい。はい、次は
Rotate
膝
your
の
knees
関節
joint.
を回します。はい。1、2、3、4、5、6、1、8、2、2、3、4、5、6、1、8。はい、最後は
Stretch the
アキ
Achilles
レス腱
tendons
を伸ばす
and
とき
stretch
と、そ
the
れから
wrist joints.
手首の関節を伸ばしてください。はい、1、2、3、4、5、6、1、8、2、2、3、4、5、6、1、8。はい、以上です。続きまして、今度は
Let me
刀
talk
の
about
持
the
ち方
way
です。
of the holding of the sword.
刀を持つ場合には必ず
Hold the
右
sword
手で
on
持
the
って
right
いただ
hand.
きます。そして作業は
At 1/3 length of the
作業の長
sageo
さの3分の1
to be held on the middle finger of the right hand.
そして右手で持ってこのように持ちます。
About the wearing of the sword. The wakizashi or maizashi would wear through between the obi and the kimono.
そしてこのようにいきます。次は街灯の差し方です。
The katana would be worn through the obi between the first and second layer, and the saya goes through and above the hakami himo, the hakama belt which locates lowest part on the obi. Now fix sageo at the end. Bend sageo at 1/3 of the length from the end. Put through the bent sageo to the hakama himo and make a half ring. Then through the sageo to the ring and tighten it.
紐を引っ張ります。これで出来上がります。
Next, the traditional Shinto rites, bowing. First, Hold a katana on the right hand with the blade facing the floor.
刀を持ち替えます。このような形になります。
Follow an order of Shinzen Nirei.
で、
Bend your upper half body at 30 degrees and stay approximately 3 seconds before going back to the original stance.
で上げます。
Bowing to each other by following an order of Otagai Nirei. This bow should be bent at 15 degrees and keep your eyes forward to the front.
はい。続きまして
Follow an order of Torei.
刀に対する礼です。これで
Bend your upper half body 15 degrees. Hold up katana horizontally on both hands. Keep it horizontally.
はい。以上が礼の仕方です。
At start of Toyama Ryu Keiko, first, traditional Shinto rites, bowing, Shinzen Nirei. Second, bowing to each other, Otagai Nirei, then Torei.
先生に、はい、お願いします。お、はい。
At the end of Toyama Ryu Keiko, first, Torei, second, Shinzen Nirei, then bowing to each other, Otagai Nirei.
お、はい。一緒に、はい。先生に、はい。どうもありがとうございました。 はい、続いて素振りを行います。
Suburi, practice sword swinging. You should train with your muscles for Iai and learning about Tosen, swing track, and Hasuhi, blade line. Start from Jodan.
始め。はい、続いて中段。はい、続いて下段。
Suburi for Kesa would start from Idari Kesa, left Kesa.
左けさ。始め。はい、足を変
Then
えて。
replace legs and Migi
右
Kesa,
けさ。
right Kesa. Migi Kesa,
続き
right
まして
Kesa,
右け
and
さ、逆けさ。
Jiaku Kesa.
はい、
Replace
足を変えて
legs, then Idari Kesa,
左
left
けさ、
Kesa,
逆けさ。
and Jiaku Kesa.
はい。
Next is
続きまして
horizontal.
水平の練習
Swing
で
a
す。
sword even with the
始
ground
め。
from the left to the right. 10 tsuburis for each above to be conducted before Toyama Ryu practices and or embu performance.
この素振りを10回ずつ繰り返します。居合の基本的
Next,
な
let's talk about Kihon Shosa,
最初に
basic Iai
行
posture.
うのが
First,
基本の
Kihon,
姿勢です。
standing.
基本の姿勢は
This is to open your leg as wide as your shoulder
肩
space.
の幅ぐらいに開いて
Then, bend your knee
軽く曲げ
just
ま
a
す。
little bit
そして
and keep your body
重心を
stable.
頭の先から足の先まで重心を持っていきます。これが基本の姿勢です。はい、横から
When you are
見ると
seen from the
基本の
side,
姿勢は
the center of the gravity stays straight down from the top of the head.
下に重心が来るようになります。次は居合腰です。
The Iai Goshi, put one step forward with your right leg and bend the right knee.
膝を
Your
曲げ
right
ます。
big toe would be covered by your right knee
足の
when you look through
親指
from
の位置
above.
になります。そして、はい、横向いてください。はい、
The left knee
後ろ
would be
足、
almost
左
straightened
足はこのように下げます。
and its heel would be
そして
lifted
かかとを少し、
about the thickness of a paper.
これが居合腰の姿勢です。
Talking about Batto,
仕方です。
drawing the
まず
sword.
恋口を切ります。左手の親指で恋口を切ります。
Push the koikuchi on left hand thumb,
親指はしっかりと鞘を
then
持ちます。
move back thumb onto saya, then draw the sword forward.
これがバットの体勢です。恋口を切る。左手を添える。
Push the koikuchi on left hand thumb, then move back thumb onto saya, then draw a sword forward.
素振りを行います。はい、素振り。はい、
Chiburi,
この時
shake off
左
blood.
手で胸を張るように右手を持ってきます。
From Chudan Seigan no Kamae.
はい、そして
The
左手
left
は
hand would be placed on
帯
obi
の位置に持ってきます。頭の切っ
and
先、
kisaki,
おおむね
about the height of
膝
the
の
knee.
高さまで角度を決めます。はい、正面。 この時
Imagine the water flow from the shoulder to kisaki.
流れるような線を作ります。胸を
Straighten your
しっかり張って
chest.
ください。
Now let's talk about noto, returning the sword back into the scabbard. Continuously, from the chiburi movement, the left hand to probe the kurigata on the saya, then to hold the koikuchi and perform noto as sliding mine of katana into saya. When the sword is inserted into saya as far as 9 or 10 centimeters from the end,
一緒に閉じます。
pull the left foot back to the kohan position to complete the noto movement. After returning to the kihon posture, tsuka aratame.
はい、次は
Now, talking about Kamae stances. This is a Chudan Seigan no Kamae.
横を見てください。はい、横の角度はこのようになります。切っ先の高さは
Middle sword stance.
おおむね
Hold the sword aiming the kisaki
首の位置
at
に
throat height.
来るような高さに持ってきます。そして
The elbows should be slightly bent In the suka, gashira, of the sword, position 1 or 2 knuckles in front of the navel. This is Idari Joa Dan, no Kamae stance. The left leg placed on front, the suka gashira of the sword, position 1 knuckle from the forehead. The sword must be placed in between 30 or 45-degree angle. This is Mihi Jodan, no Kamae stance, the right leg placed on front. Other than that, it is the same as Idari Jodan before. This is Gedan no Kamae stance. Move from Chudan no Kamae. Place the Kisaki at the height of the knee. This is Migi Haso no Kamae stance. The Suba would come at the height of an ear. This is Migi Haso no Kamae stance. This is Idari Haso no Kamae stance. The Suba would come at the height of the ear. This is Migi Waki Kamae stance. The sword would be placed on unpredictable its length from the front. This is Idari Waki Kamae stance. The sword would be placed unpredictable, its length from the front as same as Idari Waki Kamae. Let's talk about a basic safety precaution holding the sword. First, Suba must be securely held anytime wearing the sword on the thumb of your left hand in order to protect the sword from sliding out from saya. Next one is a caution which we never do. When you see that the sword is sliding out from saya, don't try to hold the sword. You will cut your hand. As soon as you see the sword sliding out from saya, step back and leave it alone. Drop the sword on the floor rather than try to hold it. Check mekugi, the rivet of sword hilt, before using the sword. Anytime, check it to see if it's not broken or missing. Make sure it has been properly inserted. Say, mekugi tepken yoshi. You declare to people around you that your mekugi has properly inserted before to start Tameshigiri. Okay? So please demonstrate this caution.
次に刀の
The
手入れの
safety
方法について
precaution while you do a
安全対策を
maintenance
説明しま
work
す。
for your sword.
刀の手入れ
You
を
must
するとき
face
は
to the
必
wall
ず
when you do sword
壁に向
maintenance.
かって行って
Make
く
sure
ださ
that
い。
there is no one
そして
between you and the
手
wall.
入れをしている人の
Do not go
後ろを
through
通
or
るようなこと
behind
は絶対
someone who does
いけ
maintenance
ませ
of
ん。
the sword.
このように非常に危険なことが起こり
If
ま
you
す。
need to come close to someone who
この
is
ような場合
doing
には
maintenance to his sword, you must let him know before you can
通
come
る
close to
人
him.
は声をかけてください。
Toyama Ryu no kata.
1本目、
Ippon me.
正面の敵、
Shiomen no teki. Enemy to the front.
1本目の
The point in here is sayabiki, to fully draw the sword. Then, nukyuchi,
相手の
draw the sword and cut in a single quick motion.
右腕を切り上げま
And
す。
idari jaiku kesa giri.
はい、始め。2本目、
Nihon
右
me,
側の敵、
enemy to the right.
始め。
The points on Nihon me
両点は
are met
目
zuke,
付けと
identifying an
です。
enemy,
しっ
and
かり早引き
sayabiki,
をしてください。
perform sayabiki to fully draw the sword. Perform metsuke,
しっかり目
identifying
付
an
けをし
enemy.
ます。3本目、
Enemy to the left.
始め。
The points on
3本目
sanbon me
の要点は
are metsuke, chuki, single hand horizontal thrust, and
相
uke,
手に目付けをし
guard.
て行います。はい、
Make sure to perform metsuke, identifying an
相
enemy.
手に目付けをします。
The thrust goes to enemy's heart. Perform certain guard.
4本目、
Jonhon me, enemy to the rear.
始め。
The point here is that the enemy is to the rear. Therefore, 3 steps forward and then right, about face. When stopped forward on a right foot, do Metsuki on rear. Dodge attack by 1 step back and then swing a sword as Mihikesa from Katate Jodan. Further dodge of enemy's attack by another step back and Idarikesa on both hands. Go Honme. Multiple enemies to the front. Kesagiri by doing Metsuke, Migikesa, Idarikesa, and Migikesa. Stop a sword after each Kesagiri, then turn the sword ready to next Kesagiri. Ropon Me. Enemy to the front and rear. The points are Metsuke for both front and rear enemies. First, do Metsuke on front of enemy as a threat posture, and then do Metsuke on rear enemy. Do guard rear enemy sword. Kill the rear enemy by Idarikesa, and then Metsuke on front enemy and turn your body, then kill the enemy by Makogiri, cut in the forehead. Nana Honme. 3 enemies. Do Metsuke for each enemy when you do Kesagiri and Tsuki. Thrust. First, do Metsuke on right hand enemy and Mikase by Katate Jodan, single hand sword swing. Then Metsuke and Idari Kesa on left enemy by both hands. Do Metsuke on last enemy and Tsuki on throat, single hand horizontal thrust. Kamae on Idari Jodan. Hachi honme, itoma goi, farewell.
8本目始め。
This is called itoma goi, farewell. Kill the enemy by makogiri, cut in the forehead. Your kisaki of sword would almost go through left side of your neck before to swing down the sword as makogiri, cut in the forehead. Toyama Ryu Kumitachi, Ippon me. While Uchi-tachi, attacking by Nuki Uchi Suihei, fast draw, horizontal cut, Shitachi dodges by stepping back and draws sword, then attacked by Idari Gesagiri to Uchi-tachi, then plays a Kisaki on close to the throat. Nihon me. The Uchi-tachi and the Shitachi, facing each other with both taking Chudan no Kamae, move forward to shorten the Ma-ai distance, just when the Uchi-tachi raises the sword to Migi, right, Jodan position to strike. The Shitachi from Chudan no Kamae thrusts the Uchi-tachi's chest, then takes Idari left, Jodan no Kamae. While Shitachi takes Idari left, Jodan no Kamae, Uchi-tachi steps back. Sabon me. The Uchi-tachi and the Shitachi, facing each other with both taking Judan no Kamae, move forward to shorten the Ma-ai distance. While Uchi-tachi is thrusting Shitachi's chest, dodge back, attack, one step back to the right. Shitachi swing a sword as Idari Kesa and place a Kisaki on close to the throat of Uchi-tachi. John Honmei. While Uchi-tachi is attacking as Makogiri, cut in the forehead, from Idari Jodan, Shitachi dodge to the right and Shitachi attack. Uchi-tachi's trunk by Suihei Giri, horizontal cutting, then take a Chudan no Kamae.
4本目始め 5本目
While Uchi-tachi is going back from Mihi Haso no Kamae, Shitachi dodges by step back, then step forward, attack Uchi-tachi by Mihi Kesa.
右けさを切る5本目始め
Ropon me. While Uchi-tachi attack affecting a Makogiri, from Mihi Jodan, Shitachi dodges to the right and attack as Idari Kesa and take a Idari Jodan.
たちの左袈裟を切り、その後、左上段に構え、斬新をする。6本目、始め。
I would recommend you to use an used automobile tire for attacking by the wooden sword. This would help you to learn Den no Uchi, right way to hold the sword.
もらいます。
Let's talk about the practicing of Kesagiri. First, check the mekugi. Place a blade, exact location on wada where you want to cut. Although you cut here, the video shows the point. It is important that you try to aim to the place where the blade comes out from the wada after you cut it. Here, then change the step and come from the opposite side of wada. The cutting angle should be in 45 degrees. Next, cut here, but you should aim here. Change the step and cut as before. Remember, you aim here. At Kesagiri, the kisaki must reach a height of your knee. Don't swing a sword from the knuckle. Swing from kisaki. The chiburi, noto, and rei on your target. Next one is Yaku Kesagiri. Cut Kesagiri first, then cut Yaku Kesagiri. Place a blade exact location on wada where you want to cut. At the end, let's practice kesagiri, jiaku kesa, and suihei giri.
の練習です。
When you become comfortable to cut kesagiri, jiaku, kesa, and suihei-giri, then move to practice of roku dangiri.